for me. She's very supportive. She's very supportive, and I'm really grateful to have her. Third, my family is like my husband is one of the very progressive man. Even the optical shop when I opened, he was the one who designed. He made the participate and he did everything A to Z, painting, even the self stitching, everything he did it. He was one of the very good men that I got in my life. And the second thing I want to talk about my husband is he's very understanding. Like since we both are working, what we usually do is morning he gets up early. We do every work morning coffee, uh, breakfast and lunch he makes. Only the dinner I have to make. The same thing even with my children. All the housework in the night they do it. So like that they'll be keep on supporting. When I'm going camp area also, my family will help me a lot. Even though they are alone, they will take care of themselves. So I'm really
That's
glad.
really nice to hear about everyone who is influencing you to work in the community and also take care of your private practice, ma'am. So now I'd like to ask my next question to Mr. Alamgir. So, what inspired you to start your private practice, and what challenges did you actually face in the early years? Now that you have 12 years of the experience, we would like to know your experience about starting the private practice.
Yeah. Actually, when I started my clinical practice at my hometown, actually it's in a village area, block block area. So I started my clinical practice, private practice in like during COVID pandemic. So it was really very challenging to start my own clinical practice during pandemic. So, but during pandemic, I got many suggestions from my uncles, my neighbors to start your clinic. As we know, you have the ability, you have the all the knowledge, like you work very hard, like so you can start your clinical practice. It will really work for many of the patients and for the community care, like in my village area there is no any optometrist or ophthalmologist nearby, like 40 kilometers surroundings. So it's really important for the community care. So I started my uh, during pandemic I started my clinical practice. So many of the uncle told me to start, and during my initial years I struggled very lot during my clinical practice in my clinics. But nowadays it really works for me to getting around 30-40 patients per day. And but initial days it was really struggling for me, but it works for me.
Yeah,
And
that's good to know, sir.
yeah, moreover things like to start their your clinical practice, you have financial strong, and you have to accept those things too. You have to give the time to to community know so you are doing well, and how you are experienced, and how you are doing community care. uh, Initial days I used to uh, used to go many places nearby so people can understand. So I started my clinical practice it nearby my village, and it really inspiring for me to do this private practice.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. And it's very inspiring, and I'm sure a lot of participants will get inspired from you to, start their own practice in their own areas. So, in just continuing with the same topic to Tamarai ma'am, my first question to you, ma'am, is what advice will you give to young optometrists who are considering private practice?
So to start the private practice, mindset is important. We need a positive, resilient mindset. to start and run the business, and start the practice after gaining proper experience from the hospital as well as from the optical side. You should know how to diagnose the ocular conditions, you know how to handle the troubleshooting, how the optical runs, how it manages its everyday tasks and all. You should know before starting for yourself, and choose the proper location possible with the parking facility. And these are the things, and keep updating yourself, keep investing on yourself.
Thank
So,
you.
these things. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. So, Salik, Mr. Salik, my question to you again in continuation with whatever ma'am was telling. So, ma'am said that you have to get practice to get exposure in clinical area, opticals, etc. So, what are the key skills beyond these clinical expertise that you think an optometrist should develop for, a successful practice?
Thank you. See, first thing that in my practice, I have realized is when we talk about being an optometrist, when we are in college, we are given much of the exposure and skills that we need to be an optometrist. But when we come out, now it's the time to be a practitioner. One of the major skill that I feel that we need to develop is a communication skill. Like when I go out for screening, we screen almost 200 to 400 and sometimes even 600 patients. Now when those 600 patients are coming to me to get screened, they have no idea what's going in their eye. Their only thing is that they have blurred vision. So one thing that I feel is more important is it's as a practitioner, it's my duty to make sure that every patient is heard and he or she is satisfied with my answer. And another thing that I realized is this is very important is our psychological skills. Our curriculum does not add psychology as a subject, but when we work, we see many people coming, many young kids who have some problem, their parents coming, and they don't know. When we tell them it cannot be healed, or there's no, or even old patients when they come, we say um, there's no surgery or nothing can be done. Now, as a practitioner, we can just say nothing can be done, and it can take a huge psychological toll on them. So, making them feel heard, making them feel satisfied with what they have heard. Another thing, a separate thing other than clinical, other than these things, is leadership skills. When we are setting up a private practice, it's not just only for uh, the sake of community. We need to keep earning to get it running, and if we don't keep earning, then we might at one point have to shut the shop. So leader skills, how to manage the staff, how to prepare for the camp, selecting a place, as ma'am said, that those skills are very important to know about. And business management, managing your finances, it's very important. If you are not able to manage the finances properly, sooner or later things might go to the downfall. So this is what I feel is important other than the clinical skills. It's just a holistic. When we shift out from a corporate hospital and we go to the community, it's a holistic service that we are giving, and is not just learning how to give, but we also should learn how to sustain ourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Salik. That was really good to know. I mean, most of us are who are fresh out of the college will only know how to handle a patient, but these communication skills or giving a holistic approach is really very important. Thank you for highlighting that. My next question is for Prema ma'am. Ma'am, what are some of the biggest eye health issues you have observed in the underserved communities, and how do you address them?
Like, wherever we go for camp, the first we usually see the uh, refraction, do the refraction. Most of the people are having refractive errors. But other than that, like there is, uh, last time when I went to check district, 60% of patients, they were having cataract. So that is one of the highest patient I have seen there. And some of them are having glaucoma, which really difficult to treat over there. And then cyclus bulbi, then Pterygium, most of these pieces were met there. But then we couldn't able to help out much cataract patients. Everybody is very old age people, and they are coming from they cannot travel 10 to 12 hours to come to get them surgery. And within that, from Dimapur to till there were no doctors also. Kohima, there are doctors, but I don't know. I never heard about them much. But Dimapur, we have a proper doctor. It will be really difficult to come and get the surgery there. And then there is one of the major issues we have seen is amblyopia. Like it's been so long, we didn't see it in childhood, the children. So because of that, when they got young stage, they were having amblyopia, which we could not help out much. Only the refractive error, whatever they have, we can be able to give. And one more thing, like I wanted to add, like, can I talk about Ayushman Card here?
Yes, ma'am. You can.
Okay. Like here in Dimapur, most of the people are using Ayushman Bharat card, and it is very helpful. And many of my patients, whenever they come to my clinic, I usually, whenever they need, as soon as I know they need cataract surgery, first I take this issue only. Do you have Ayushman card? Many people, they were not aware of it. So we usually explain to them so well what will help out. So those people, they will go and get the Ayushman card within the 6 months. First 6 months, they'll put the glasses however they want it. But I usually tell them within that 6 months, you try to get the Ayushman card and go for surgery. Even in the village also, wherever we go, we encourage all of them get to that Ayushman card. And this is one of the grateful things what government is doing in Dimapur. And I'm so thankful to you for the question. Thank you.
Okay, ma'am. So you mean to say the Ayushman Bharat card, if they have, that would cover free cataract surgeries or any kind of hospital referrals in the nearest area? That is what you would like to say, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. That's
Okay,
what I
okay,
wanted to tell you.
okay. Thank you so much for highlighting that. So my next question is for Mr. Alamgir. So, sir, how do you balance clinical excellence with the business side of running a private practice?
Yeah, actually, it's very important to balance like patient care as well as business management. It's very crucial for the private clinical practice. So, being an optometrist is all about providing excellence, as we know, and patient care. But running a private practice also involves like administrative tasks as well as marketing and also financial management, because you have to manage all those things. So yes, it's very challenging for me to manage all those things. But during my during the early stage, so I manage all those things like how to control your time and allowing you to focus all those things matters what you are dealing with the patients. So as well as also another thing is like you have to update yourself like technology wise, like as an optometrist you should never stop learning and adopting things. And it could be a newly discovered eye disease, like many diseases, like patient having OSSN, and sometimes patient don't having any such problem with the eye diseases, but you know what it could be and what will happen if we not treat this kind of patients. So it's really challenging to like also to refer those patients. And sometimes like early management, it's also important to do the early management. And if the patient is like to balance those things, like if the patient whether you are like refer to the patient to the higher center or tertiary center, whether the patient is reaching those points or not. So it's also important to like you have to manage those things. And another thing is if you if the patient is having any issue like a financial problem or any other thing patient don't have the money to go tertiary center and for these things you have to manage those things also. Another one is like retaining the patient, like what you have patients seen. So those patients are retaining or not, it's also important. So yeah, your colleagues or your worker, co-staffs, you have to manage those things also. Whether they are maintaining the proper protocol or not, whether they are dealing with like uh, what you have set up your clinical practice. So you are dealing, but your staff is not dealing with kind of stuff. So you have to manage those things also. So this was really challenging for me to those things because and another one is to market effectively. So you when you practice your clinical practice, so you have to uh, first develop target marketing. So whom you want to target, which type of patient you want to target, and another one is to engage with the social media. It's also important nowadays. So it's crucial to develop your on a clinical practice. Yeah, this thing is really challenging for me to develop.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your experience and highlighting the challenging part and how you overcame that issue as well. And my next question to Tamare ma'am. So, how has this incorporation of this community outreach helped or developed your private practice, ma'am? Can you share some thoughts on that?
Yeah, you can run your business without the incorporation of community, but on the long run, if you want to sustain your business, incorporation of community plays a vital role. And I agree with Mr. Salih Khan. Money is important as a private practitioner to run the store. You have to pay the staff and you have to pay the rent and all, but never set a primary goal money as a primary goal. If you are giving the comprehensive exam, and if you are giving the quality products and the affordable price, and if you give your full effort, eventually it will pay back to you. And as a optometrist, qualified optometrist running the business, you have two privileges to service your community. One way is by volunteering your time. You can go as I used to go to the elderly people, bedridden people, to check them. I have the shears, so I'll do the IOP and I'll do the refraction. I will take the frames along with me. I'll charge very minimally. But that time, the feedback we are getting from the elders, that is, it's very valuable. In that way, you can work it out. You can give your time to give the service. Other way, you can give the financial support to the community. Like for the government school kids, you can give free lenses, affordable price frames. And if your elders coming, you can, as a authority person, you can judge the person's financial status. So you can offer the best products with very, very minimal price, or you can free of cost. You can decide it without any benefit. In that time, we can take the stand because we are the authority in our clinic. So we have 3 branches. So I used to ask my optons to inform to me if they feel the patient needs the support, financial support. They will take the decision. If they need my for totally free means I have to contact with the customer. So I will contact if they are eligible. We will give the free service also, and we will go to the orphanages and government schools. Nowadays, going to the government school becoming a little bit tough, but the combined schools, we are going to the very rural schools where they have very minimal students. In that places they need our support. We are going and we are supporting them. So yeah, community service, and if you enjoy both, so it's like killing 2 birds on 1 stone. You will have business also. You can serve your community also. So yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. It's very inspiring to know that you take all these steps to give those who are underserved or to deserve the spectacles or your service in free of cost. So just in continuation with that, Mr. Salik, my next question to you is, what role do you think these professional networks and associations play in helping an optometrist grow in their career?
See, professional networks, and when we are talking about that, working mostly as a private practitioner, when we are out from a connection of hospitals or we are in a setup that is primarily based, one of the main thing is the educational growth is somewhere it becomes stagnant, because if we are in a particular demographic area, so we get the patients who have similar problems, especially in community. We have patients who mostly will have refractive errors or cataracts and all, and sometimes we become very much used to that, where it comes when in this kind of situation, when we feel that our educational growth is not happening, it has become stagnant. It The networks plays a really good role. I want to take a moment to appreciate the OCI. They are having a series of LVA going on. It's a very beautiful and very nourishing series. Other thing that I think that the uh, networking helps us in is reaching a bigger community. When we are connected with people, when we are connected with associations or clubs or something, they help us arrange things in our practice, in our hospital where I work. It's with the help of the local communities or with the help of the local associations. They help us getting the places and taking us to a place where we can get an outright we can have the outreach. um, as a part of a optometry community, I would say one more thing that adds up that community helps us is with advocacy. Like now we know that soon government is doing going ahead with um, having the uh, registration for optometrists and other allied health workers, professionals, and community and association plays a very big role in taking these newses and to the people who are working, because many professionals won't know until unless the association takes us. Personally, when we did this free glasses World Sight Day, on the World Sight Day we did, at that time we were thinking we should do something, because in our hospital we mainly we are able to treat cataracts. When patients comes, if we have sponsor, we give them free glasses, but that was a time where we were not having sponsors for free glasses, so we were not able to distribute much glasses or much spectacles. At that very moment this opportunity came, so it helps us to with um, resources, so that we can take it ahead and help people with the resources. So community helps us in many ways, and I want to thank OCI for building up such a community that helps its member to be uplifted and helps us to gain knowledge on the regular basis.
Thank you, Salik. Our major motto is only to support private practitioners doing community outreach activities. We never miss out to take a chance, like you all supported us during the World Sight Day. Thank you. My next question is for Prema ma'am. Ma'am, how do you share? Can you share us a memorable experience from a community outreach event which strengthened your community to optometry? So, which experience do you say it strengthened your commitment to the optometry?
Ma'am, first of all, I really wanted to thank for Ma'am Tamare, what she was talked. It was really true, and it is very much acceptable, whatever she talked. And I'm so thankful to her. And now I would like to, one experience I wanted to tell you. In 1998, my first visit to Gaza, it's in city. From Manali, 12 hours we have to travel and go to the place. When we're traveling, the car, you were driving in a, as if you're driving on the river. It's like very difficult to reach over that place. So there we have to go. Dr. Laji, Dr. Sheila, 1998, that's the first camp. They took me there, and I was thinking like I'm so small, not beautiful, whether people will come and approach me or not, like that I was thinking. But when I went there, so many patients came, and I did all the reflection, everything. But then one very sad thing happened. I could not be able to give the glasses because I don't know how to make the glasses at that time. I was just started learning making glasses. But Dr. Raji said, you have to learn as soon as possible because these people need it. When I went, I came to know those people are really struggling because if they want to buy even one glasses, they have to travel all over 12 and another 1 hour they have to travel to go to Kullu. That is after Manali. In Manali, there is no optical shop. I am the first one who was just learning to start. It was really difficult in condition. I was very bad. So that year I went back. I asked that Laji, can you give me 3 months so that I can go back to Tamil Nadu and learn about making glasses? He happily gave me the 3 months. I went there, but then another difficulty. I went to my Kanyakumari. I asked so many places. I did even beg, like, can you please teach me? I have to go to that place and make the glasses for them. They said, no, ma'am, we won't teach you. Then I came to know it's a business matter, it's a money matter. No one wants to teach me. Then I went to Mettupalayam where I studied. There also so many places I went. They said no. Even my own friends, they said they won't teach me. Finally, I went to the refractionist in the Mettupalayam. Madam, you have to help me because this will help another. I mean, it's a very poor people. It will be. I'm going to help them. So she took me one of the optical shops. He explained to him very well. You have to teach her. You will get blessing if you teach her. Then he started teach me, and he started everything: the cutting, grinding, even the finishing, even the varieties of glasses. People are how to cheat when they give you local glasses and they take more money. Everything he taught me so well. So I went back to Manali. In 99, we are going to have camp. Every August we go for camp there. So that year I told Dr. Raji, sir, today, this camp, I'm going to pack all my eye department. He was so wondered, how you are going to do it? I said, like, all my equipment, all my making glasses, all the frames and glasses and all the instruments, everything I want to pack. So you have to give me a big gadi. So he said, he was so happy. So as it my requirement, he took me with the whole eye department we packed and we went there. And what I did was, I was so happy to land up there. People were so excited to see me again. So daytime I see patients. Evening 6 to 10 o'clock I make glasses because I have to give the glasses next day. So most of the common power I have taken. So in that way I satisfy them. That was the first camp. I was so proud to be an optometrist. So then after that it really made me so happy and motivated me so much. I really wanted to go into their place and to see their happy face. And I really want to thank God, like He chose me for this optometry course. And finally, I wanted to thank you, OCI. You did a very great work. 2 months back, 1 month back, I met a lady from one of the far place. She's a community health care worker nurse. She came to me, she checked her eyes. And when I came to know she was far from place, and I asked her about the camp and did anyone give you free glasses or anything? She said, ma'am, they come and do the checkup, but they say they will give the glasses, but they never give. That was the only thing that upset me so much, so I am not inviting anybody. So I just showed the picture of your OCI, what you did it for a big encouragement to Tech District. I showed the photo clip and everything, and she said, ma'am, if you get a chance, please come to my place. People are longing for it. So I'm really thankful to you. OCI is doing such a wonderful work, which I never seen till my this day. Thank you.
Thank you, Prema ma'am. I think we don't, one day is not sufficient to listen to all of your inspiring stories, I feel. And then I really feel very satisfied listening to how much patient satisfaction that you have delivered by traveling to remote areas and serving the community. Thank you so much. My next question is for Mr. Alamgir. So, what motivated you to get involved in community screenings and what impact have you seen?
Previously I was working with Microsoft in Hyderabad. So when I came to my hometown during COVID pandemic, so people encourage me to start your own clinical practice because you have all those knowledge, those things. So uh, another thing like when we do the community care, so it's all about the you are doing community like your village area and your nearby. Mostly what I am doing, so around it's my near block area, it's around uh, 1 crore population here, around approximate. So actually, I used to do screening yearly around in year around 12 to 15 screenings per year. So when I started, so people know to how what type of screening I'm doing, whether I'm prescribing medicine or not, whether I'm only prescribing the glasses. So uh, most of the people don't know what I am and what I am doing. So I explain all those things, what I am and what I am doing, and what are my domain. So then after I started my clinical practice, and in my clinic, I'm doing all my primary eye care, what used to an optometrist has done. So during my early days, and in fact, as a initial days, I have seen one patient like the kid, 5 years kid, having subconjunctival hemorrhages, and the people, having the redness of SCH, it looks like very darkness, and what happened to the kid? So I explained the the parents of those kids, and in- this one is normal. You can easily resolve this one 10 to 15 days. Just you can use normal lubricating eye drop, or you can, it will resolve spontaneously. Nothing will happen. So from that, so uh, that gives me lot of experience to, when you start your own clinical practice, so you have to do counseling as well. So whether you are counseling properly or not, very important. And another thing, patient satisfaction, whether patient is satisfied with your opinion, with your with your diagnosis, and with your what you are giving to the explaining to the patient, they are satisfied or not. It's really important. If they satisfied, they will like do all the advertisement for you, and if they're not satisfied, they will not do all this. So I have seen like this. You have to do behavior. Another thing is behavior. So what is kind of your behavior with the patient is also important. So the behavior thing is very important. So when your patient comes to your clinic and you are uh, greet them as a like in my town, I'm used to greet like namaste or assalamu alaikum, like this. So this will really sometimes patient is comfortable. So he like used to what kind of they feel. So it's really important, and I have got many advantages as well to referral patient from patient to patient. That really helps me a lot, and it really works for me during the start, and now I have almost 5 years of my own clinical practice. So it's really great for me. And another thing, when I World Sight Day, when I used to screen, and I screened almost 12 villages during World Sight Day, and that OCI helped me a lot during this, and Bhavya also helped me. And you won't believe I screened almost 600 plus patients, and I prescribed around 300 plus spectacles, and those all happened due to OCI. I really thankful to OCI and the team, all who really given me chance to do like screening, and I really appreciate all those OCI team.
Thank you so much, sir. Definitely, we will, as I said, we'll never miss a chance to support all the private practitioners in elevating their practice.
It really helps me a lot. While you are giving free spectacles to the needy one, so they will really, give me the blessings, ashirwad,
Yeah.
dua. So that will, feels like I'm doing some really good things. So
Yes.
by this all happened due to support of all OCI. So really thankful to OCI.
Thank you so much. So, do you see the number of patients coming to your clinic has increased with this or no?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Actually, previously I used to uh, patient. I'm saying around 20 to 30%. Now it's increases from 40 to 50%. So it really
That's
helps
really
me a
great.
lot.
That's nice, sir. That's nice. Thank you so much. Keep supporting us. Let
Sure,
us support each other. Yeah.
yeah, sure. Thank you.
So thank you, sir. Yes, it's very inspiring. And with OCI support and all this private practitioners continue to do this, such activities, and only then we can uplift each other and, come up. So just in next question, I move on to Tamare, ma'am. How do you actually stay updated, ma'am, like with all the latest advancements in optometry while you're managing a busy practice, especially three practices? How do you, keep or stay updated with the latest advancements?
Yeah, always prioritize your time management. Time management is the key, and you should have the energy and the time to cope up your busy practices and your home, and share your responsibilities. To do so, you need a well-trained cooperating team in your office, and the kids and the family support who are taking care of your household chores along with you. So you have to train both of them. Like, you have to make them understand in the family. If they support you, then only as a woman you can come friend and you can do the works with peace of mind. So prioritize your time and share your responsibilities. Then use your technologies. What if you are having the goals and tasks? Use your technologies to do it on time, and don't commit overly. Set the realistic goal. If you are not able to do the task on the time, that's okay. Be soft to yourself because you are doing so many things. It's okay to do the mistakes. If you are handling the troubleshooting and all, it's okay that errors can happen. Be open to accept the errors and learn from that, relearn from that, do these things. So yeah, and about the OCI, I'm thanking OCI for addressing ourselves, for the people who are settling down in the hometown, in the rural place. Because when we came back from the abroad, we had a choice to settle down in the major cities like Chennai, Bangalore, and all. But I chose to settle down in Vellore because I felt like we need here professional care. We are lacking compared with the major cities like Chennai and Bangalore. In other cities, other major cities, we are lacking the optons. So if you are coming down and if you are opening our branches in a rural place, we can take care of all the people. She asked one question to Mr. Alamkir whether his practice developed from the free services. Actually, one of my showroom is in the main place, and one of my showroom, one store, it is in the rural place. When I am saying this kind of services, I am doing to the underprivileged customers. My other customers who are able to afford good money to their spectacles, they used to feel very happy, and they used to donate money also. They are willing to donate money also. They used to tell, okay, you do the front work, we can do the front work. You do the front work, we will pay you. We will support you through financially. Like 2,000 is major thing for us. We can support the 3 or 4 customers. We can offer free glasses, free spectacles we can give. So that kind of support we are getting from the community, and they are addressing us. They are able to see the steps we are taking for the community, and definitely that increases our practice also. It increases our business also. So these things. Then about the updating, yes, you have to observe what is happening in and around in your local market also, and in your all over international and Indian level, what is happening in our optometry practice, what are the developments it's happening in the practice. If you observe, then only you can learn and you can apply it in your practice. By that only you can give the comprehensive eye exam. You can give that itself a big social service, I think, by giving. See, people in the rural, they don't know what is convergence insufficiency. Even the optons, it's very hard for the normal optometrist. Without the proper experience, it's hard for them to diagnose. If I train my team, if I teach my team, if they are diagnosing it, if you are giving simple steps to help that kid, that itself a major community service, I think. So those things we can do, and we have to go through the webinars, conferences. When the time permits, we have to attend the conferences. We have online websites also in BOSI. We have so many YouTube channels also is there. When Shankara also, they have all the conferences online. So we can use the online platforms. We can use the audio books. We can use podcasts. So many ways are there to update ourselves. So we have to go through that. We have to give time to do that. Most of all, we have to take care of ourselves. After doing all of this, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to give time for ourselves. So we have to be soft to ourselves. Yeah, these are the things we have to do. That's what I feel. And thanks, OCA, for taking time for us. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So just like you said, it is so true that you want to be seen, and when you see that you get rewarded for whatever services that you're doing, it's always nice. And yes, definitely you have to be soft to yourself, because yes, you're doing a lot of work and
Yeah.
you need to give time to yourself. Yes. So just going ahead with the next question, Mr. Salik, how do you ensure sustainability in this community eye care programs, especially in the view of public private practice? How do you ensure sustainability due to these programs?
See, as Tamarai ma'am has mentioned that um, yes, indeed we have to earn, but money is not a priority. Many times, the most important thing in the community setup is like trust building with the patient. If you are able to build the trust with the patient, he'll come back again and again and again, and will bring more in. For example, few months back, we had a patient who came with a simple decrease in vision. That was his problem. When we evaluated him, he was having phacomorphic glaucoma. He was doing some odd jobs, and we knew he cannot afford the treatment. So, what all medications we had to prescribe him, what all treatment we had to give, we did it for free, and we sent him off. Few months back, he came back. We referred him to a doctor, and he got operated for that eye for free. Now, after when he came for follow up, this man, I still remember, was holding something in his hand, and when he came, he gave it to me and said, "Sir, keep it." I was amazed. I was first confused what he's giving. There was 300 rupees notes. That's what maybe he earned in the last week, and he gave it all to me, saying, uh, "You have treated me for free. You keep it." Uh, we had to tell him no, we don't need it, but still, when he was insisting, I told him, "Okay, you go deposit it at the counter." Few a week later, there was a group of people that he had come with. Now, these people were the people at whose house he was working as a house help. So he might have gone back to his work, joined his job as a house help, and he told them about our place, how we are treating patients. And now all these people came. They were well-to-do people, so obviously we have nothing. We don't have to give anything to them for free. But this one thing that built this trust between us and this patient help us to gain more patient. Other thing is when other people comes up to us that you do the main work, we will help you, we'll support you with the finances, we'll support you with the monetary support. as a practitioner, it's our duty to have transparency because it's their right to know. So when we are transparent with our things, okay, you have paid me this much, and this is where I have put it, these many patients were treated, that encourages that sponsor to come back again to us, because they know, yes, this place is trustworthy and they are putting my money in a right place, they're not misusing my money, so the sponsors will come back in that way. So it's all about trust, the building trust. More trust you will build by your work, by your actions, how we treat patients, how we talk to them, how we uh, how we counsel them, and more transparent and more friendly we are to our sponsors, then everything will fall in place and everything will go smoothly, and the private practice will be sustained automatically without any hindrances.
Thank you so much, Salik. Now, hearing to all of you, I only can conclude that this is all because of your hard work and your dedication that you give to the community, and which will come back to you multiplied in many number of times as patients to your clinic. So, thank you for joining today's session. It was really very nice to have you all. We were thinking of having this session since we completed the World Sight Day screenings, but we didn't get a opportunity, and we felt, why not during the World Optometry Day week, so we can connect with all of you. So thank you, all of you. Maybe we will be live streaming this session once again on Facebook to reach more and more participants inspired to take up community work, and also practitioners, and also our budding optometrists who will soon start their practice or join jobs. So thank you everyone for joining today's session, and we are running out of time, I guess. So Shweta, we are good to end the session.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all for
Bye.
having us.
Sure. Yeah.
Thank you.